Welcome back, everybody. This is Pam. Welcome to the magic phase. It's actually called the max phase of your 24-day challenge, days 11 through 24. And we have renamed it on our team the magic phase because we really believe that the magic really starts to happen now. Remember, if you're weighing in right now on day 11, that's awesome. Everything that we took out of your system, for the most part, was impurities, toxins. We got edema, inflammation kind of under control. So the scale might change, but we're not going to hang our hat on that's body fat because it isn't. I mean, maybe a teeny bit, but not really. For the most part, we're removing the things that were in the way of us maximizing the absorption of our nutrition. So we're going to dive into the second phase. If you do have any leftover parts of your fiber drink or your probiotics or your cleanse tablets, please ask your coach. It happens from time to time, and we'll help you finish up those as we get into this next phase as well. Okay, so we're going to continue with a couple things we've been doing right along. We're going to encourage you, we're going to ask you as part of the program, continue with your spark. First thing every morning, right before as your feet hit the ground, nothing goes in our body before spark does. You're going to take your 3 catalysts, and we're going to ask you now to open this purple box, your metabolic nutrition system. I happen to have 3 in my hand. There's also a C and an E formula. And we're just, for purposes of this, we're going to start with the 3. The strip packs of vitamins that are inside of here look like this on the front side, and we call these the striped packs, and we call these, of course, the white solid packs. And on the back is what's inside. You can see through them, so you can see what you're taking. I'm going to go through that with you, so there's no curiosity about that. Also now inside your M&S box is this nice little fold-out pamphlet, and inside of this it tells you exactly, and you can identify what those capsules and tablets are. So that is a little upgrade to our information and education system for you. I'm really thrilled that that's in there so that it can be another enhancement to what your understanding is of what you're taking. Okay, so at this point, it's a good time for me to mention that you are on probiotics every morning for the last 10 days, and your coach has most likely recommended that you add Probiotic Restore Ultra or a probiotic product that we have on because we want to continue with probiotics. At the point we're at now, we could choose 1, 2, 3, or 4 Probiotic Restore Ultra, but these are so critically important to improving and maintaining a greatly functioning immune system, and probiotics in your intestinal tract help your body uptake and absorb nutrition. So these are a critical part. The reason they used to be in the strip packs, they're out now because sometimes people choose to have a higher dosage. So they were getting this as an add-on anyway. And so we removed it from here, lowered the price a little bit, and gave people now the option to take their probiotics as they choose. All right. And a side note about probiotics, it is a great tool for anybody, families especially. Have this on hand because whenever you or your children get put on a prescription of antibiotics, that is generally they're non-selective they're non-selective antibiotics, meaning they're going to go after all of the bacteria in your body, which it needs to be destroyed, but your intestinal bacteria doesn't need to be destroyed. It doesn't know that. So this is going to help neutralize the effect on your intestinal bacteria when you're taking antibiotics. And if you've been a person on antibiotics periodically or frequently even, or your kids have, please talk to your physician about regular usage of probiotics, or if it's a decision you're making because you have more of a holistic perspective, then I would highly recommend that you get a hold of one of the probiotic products that we have and make sure that's a regular part of your everyday wellness program. All right, so Probiotic Restore, an add-on that most likely was recommended by your coach, and we're going to take one of those with your Spark, 1 or 2 of those, up to you, with your Spark, and then your first stripe packs of vitamins. All that goes in. Within 30 minutes now, here's that 30-minute thing that we talked about in the cleanse. Within 30 minutes of your first little protocol, we're going to get into your breakfast. And in this part of the program, we encourage you to start with your meal replacement shake. So meal replacement shake, again, in your shaker bottle, shakes up with water and ice. And that is your breakfast. If you're a good breakfast food eater and that's a better mid-morning snack for you, fine, that's great. One of the things that's important about the shake has 5 grams of fiber in it. And we just got off a protocol of taking an envelope with 10 grams of fiber. And remember, fiber, I probably didn't mention this in the other video, but fiber and probiotics work together. Probiotics are like live bacteria. So they're like, if we let fish go into a fish tank, let's say these are the fish going into your intestines, the fish tank, fed with fiber, they will survive and flourish much better. So if they're in the pipeline together, they're partners and they work really well together. That's why the cleanse system is a system. It goes together purposefully so we can get maximum usage out of the product and maximum health into our body. I hope that makes sense. So here's a way to get fiber and probiotics together in the second part of our system. So give that some thought. If you added Thermo Plus as an add-on, we're going to take that first thing in the morning. If you added Crave Check, we're going to take that first thing in the morning also, 1 and 1 with your Catalyst Spark and your first pack of vitamins and your probiotics. Okay, shake is your breakfast, and with your shake, pull out your strip pack, which now looks like that because you only have those 3 left, and let's take these 2. What's in these 2? In these 2, the green tablets are your multivitamin. They're called Coreplex. And that little capsule is a Cardio Q. It's a CoQ10 formula that strengthens your immune system and your cardio system, your cardiac system. So that's nice. And these are the omega-3 fatty acids you've been taking for the last 10 days. And so you get all that down. Also, go back with me for a second. That top strip pack, those 2 white tablets, those are calcium. And so calcium is a needed mineral for us to actually get hydration into our cells. It is responsible for the contraction of every muscle at the cellular level. It's a contributor to the contraction of every muscle. So whether you're flexing your biceps or your heart is beating, we got to have calcium and we got to have adequate amounts of it. So there's 2 doses of calcium, 1 dose in each of your stripe packs, the top 2. Calcium needs to be taken at separate times. So we take that first pack with your Spark and all that stuff in the morning, and we're going to take that. That's all you have left now after your shake. You just have this final packet. This we're either going to take right around lunchtime or right after lunchtime, or you can certainly take it at dinner. We like to encourage people to have this pack, this whole strip pack down by lunch as a goal, and then if your day gets a little hectic, certainly we can take it at night. So we're still taking our omega-3 fatty acids at night, which means we're in 2 doses now of omega-3s. Again, upgrading the quality of your skin, your hair, your eyes, your nails, also helping your cardiac system and helping with inflammation and aggregation. So we're keeping with our Omegaplex. You probably already wrote it, 3 with dinner on there. We have nothing lined up for night like you did in the cleanse, so you're good to go there. Please follow your meal plan every 3-ish hours. An important note about vitamins, okay? They are concentrated dosages of what is extracted from food sources in order to upgrade the amount you get without the calories. So if we were to eat, for example, as much fatty acid, omega-3 fatty acid, as we needed to make a difference and an impact in our health, if we were eating salmon to get that, we would way be over our calorie budget and we would have an inordinate amount of protein and other nutrients that we don't need that much of. Our calories would be out of control and would be impossible for us to get leaner. So vitamins, minerals are designed to be taken in as we upgrade them beyond what we get in our food in concentrated dosages so we can improve our health and optimize it without overeating and taking our calorie budget out of whack. So I hope that makes sense to you. As you go through this next 14 days, this is the cadence, the stride that we want to encourage you to hit and stay with over the next 60 days after that. And then we will remind you to revisit the cleanse with us in approximately 90-ish days, depending on your schedule and what you have coming up and so forth. So I hope that that's been helpful to you. Reach out to your coach if you have any questions, and have a great 14-day magic phase. Thanks, everyone.